Today I'm going to talk about Dr. Martin Luther King life. So he was born on January 15, 1929 in Atlanta, Georgia. So Dr. King is the most famous activist, humanitarian, uh, public speaker and leader who helped advancing civil rights in the United States. He also had a deep impact on race relations in the country since the beginning of 1950s. As an activist, he played a very crucial role in the country, especially in the South and different areas of the country, in order to end the legal segregation of African American citizens and also to help the creation of Civil Rights Act of 1964 and the Voting Rights of 1965. So Martin Luther King Jr. was both Baptist minister and social activist who fought for equality and headed to civil rights movement in the United States from the 50s and 60s until his death by assassination in 1968. When Martin Luther King Jr. was 12 years old, he was very, very well known for being disobedient and to refuse to do what his parents asked him to do. So one time he refused to comply with his parents, who warned him from going and watch a parade, which he didn't do. So he decided to go and enjoy his parade in another town. And when he came back, he was shocked to after he received the news of the death of his grandmother. So as a result, he blamed himself a lot for what happened, and because he thought that his grandmother died because of him. So he tried to commit suicide in different occasions. So even when he was a kid, Martin Luther King faced different struggles and challenges that caused him depression, make him lose faith in himself and his life, such as separating him from his white best friend, beating him so badly by his father, and also the death of his maternal grandmother. So he went through a very tough childhood. Well, yeah, so but Martin Luther King was able to overcome all the issues in his life and inspire million lives of others. Another information that most of us didn't know is that his origin name is Michael, and he changed it, or he chose Martin Luther after his trip to Germany. So he chose to choose the name in homage to the historic German theologian Martin Luther. So in the 50s and 60s, even though he had great sociology knowledge and excellent ability to speak and influence the audience, Dr. King led a movement not merely to virtue by character or charisma, but because he was able to get other to catch the vision he regularly articulated. He was in that way able to convince the nation that his dream was not only worth fighting for, but was the only dream worthy of having. To him, it was not uh, about desegregation. It was about something bigger than that. It was about justice. It was about equality. It was about human dignity, freedom, and liberty. Dr. King did not merely want to save blacks, he wanted to awaken whites and save them from their own racism. He also, well, he was assassinated on April 4th, 1986 in Memphis, Tennessee, where he was planning to make a speech about sanitation workers. He was staying at the Lorraine Motel at room number 306. On that evening of April the 4th, he stepped out the balcony to speak with his colleagues, and in the parking lot below him before going out to have dinner at a local minister's home. Around 6 p.m. he was shot, killed. So the assassination of Martin Luther King was a very sad moment in the history, but in the same time it was very essential and very important because it because it marked the end and the beginning of a legacy. So the legacy and the reputation of Dr. Luther King Jr. crossed the country to different parts of the world to become global, such as South Africa, where it becomes to where they become to fight for the same civil rights and fight for their freedom and dignity. So to sum up, Martin Luther King's life was not easy, was very challenging, was he went through a lot of struggles, and his his role or his goal was to fight for freedom and race and make this country a very or a better place for all of us. And thanks to him and thanks to other activists, we are in a better place today. Thank you.